capacity much higher than if they had aimed low. And not that Purdue is a wonderful engineering school, but if you got into Purdue, why not try MIT? Well, why not shoot for something even higher? And so that's one nuanced point.
Let me just stop you right there. You went to Principia,
yes,
a small liberal arts school.
Right.
You did go to Harvard Business School, but you succeeded before you went to Harvard Business School, if I correctly read this.
Well, I went to work for IBM, yes.
Yeah, I mean, but you did okay without going to the very best school in the United States.
Yeah, well, and that's true, but that was more than 25 years ago. The Chinese 25, 30 years ago, as you know, were in the middle of the Cultural Revolution. 40 million people were being slaughtered out in the fields. They weren't competing in the international economy. India, under Gandhi and Nehru, had turned totally insular, wanted to be self-sufficient. They weren't competing in the international economy. My children are going to face much more competition. And I'm not even talking about Eastern Europe and all the people that are now free there to compete. We've got 3 billion new capitalists that have come into this economy since I was coming out of high school and college.
Around the world.
Around the world, yes, exactly. And so, and they are hungry, and they are studying hard, and they want to be successful. The other point, the subtle point about that clip that I wanted to mention is, as gifted as, and you don't see it in detail, but the Chinese boy won all kinds of math competitions. I mean, he's a brilliant mathematician, and as brilliant as he was, he didn't get accepted into the top math. So what does that tell you? Thousands of other Chinese were even smarter than him. Rohit, as smart as he was, didn't get into IIT. Thousands more were smarter than him. So, a lot of people walk out of my film saying, well, the Americans got the schools of their choice, and the Indians worked really hard, and they didn't get the schools of their choice. I walk out and say the Americans aim low, in my opinion, and they hit their target. The Indians and Chinese aimed high, fell a little bit short, because there were so many other smarter people, but still hit higher than if they had aimed lower.
What do educators, I know that's a big statement, what do educators think of this?
Well, teachers, my biggest customers for the DVD are high school and middle school teachers. They are ordering at just a tremendous pace, and they are taking this into their classroom, and they are showing their students who they're going to be competing against for the high-wage careers of the 21st century. And they're using it as a global awareness dialogue. I will tell you the colleges of education have not been very receptive. I screened at Harvard, and that was they feel that the American education system is best, that we educate everybody, that we don't have anything to learn from third world education systems. And yet I established at the beginning of my presentation with them that none of them had been in the Indian or Chinese school system. So they were completely ignorant, but undaunted by ignorance, they had very strong opinions that we were far and away the best education
system. You told us earlier you spent $500,000 of your own dollars on this. Do you expect to get that money back?
Well, I didn't, but to be honest, the DVDs are selling at a phenomenal pace, so I think I may recoup most of my money.
And if somebody wants this DVD, again, how do they get it?
They go to the website www.2, the number 2, the letter M, the word minutes.com, 2mminutes.com, and they can order it there.
How much?
$25.
You get any cut rates if you buy a bunch?
Well, we can talk a deal.
And 2 million minutes, last question, means what again?
2 million minutes is the amount of time children live in high school, and the premise of the film is how you allocate your 2 million minutes will make all the difference in the individual's career, and how a society's teenagers allocate their 2 million minutes will make all the difference in that country's economy in the decades to come.
Bob Compton, we're finished with our time, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
For a copy on DVD or VHS tape, call 1-877-662-7726. For free transcripts or to give us your comments about this program, visit us at Q&A.org. Q&A programs are also available as C-SPAN podcasts.